A cooling economy isn't stopping the very wealthy from buying a Rolls-Royce. The British company is coming off a record year, delivering more than 6,000 vehicles in 2022. That is especially promising considering Rolls-Royce plans to sell only battery-powered vehicles by the end of this decade. Rolls-Royce has finally done it. They've made an electric vehicle. This is the first EV from Rolls-Royce ever. We're here in Cape Town to drive it, the first non-Rolls-Royce employee to drive it. Let's do it. Now, the arrival of Spectre gives Rolls-Royce a strong first statement among the ultra-luxury set. Bentley, for instance, has some hybrids and plans to produce 5 all-electric vehicles beginning in 2025. But so far, Rolls-Royce beats it to the punch.
Our strategy is clear. By the end of 2030, the entire portfolio is fully electrified.
It's been a long time coming. Rolls-Royce hesitated to replace their signature V12 engine responsible for their world-famous quiet and smooth coaches. But times have changed, and BMW, which owns Rolls-Royce, has left no doubt where all of its brands must go. Last year, the chairman of BMW said he anticipated that by 2030, 50% of all vehicles sold across the group would be electric. Set on 23-inch wheels and with a fastback body style, the Spectre is heavy, more than 6,500 pounds, and it is so long at nearly 18 feet from nose to tail that it becomes nearly impossible to see over the hood when you're making a tight turn up or downhill. Of course, you have this massive carriage door. It's actually the longest carriage-style door in any Rolls-Royce, 1.5 meters long. And then to close it, you put your foot on the brake. Another cool thing that's a first for the Spectre is this grille. This is the widest grille ever on a Rolls-Royce. And as an option, you can choose to have it illuminated. So when you drive, you're driving with sort of a softly illuminated grille. It looks very cool. A redesigned Spirit of Ecstasy figurehead on the hood comes crouched, yoga-like, lower than its predecessor. What's more, this baby is fast. Spectre produces 577 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. When I drove it in wine country outside of Cape Town, it registered a 0 to 60 mile/hour sprint time of 4.4 seconds. And Rolls-Royce tells me it has a top speed of 155 miles per hour. It feels exactly like a Rolls-Royce. If you've driven any other Rolls-Royce, this electric Rolls-Royce will feel exactly the same. It might even be more Rolls-Royce than any previous Rolls-Royce before it. As for the total driving range, it'll run on an electric power for 260 miles, and it will be able to charge from 10 to 80% full in 34 minutes. Pricing for the Spectre will hover around $500,000, which is about the average price of a Rolls-Royce these days. The company declined to say how many they'll make in the first year, but more than 300 clients have already been specially invited to see the car.
It's early days in the year 2023, but as said, I'm cautiously optimistic. What I'm definitely not seeing is any, let's say, hesitation when it comes to Spectre orders. This is going from strength to strength to strength.
Deliveries begin in the fourth quarter of 2023.